The state is suing the federal government and a local relief group to stop the resettlement of 6 Syrian refugees in North Texas this week. The lawsuit comes after a back and forth between the International Rescue Committee and the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. Fox 4's Deanna Zoga has more on the suit and what the International Rescue Committee is saying today. Deanna.
Well, Heather, the International Rescue Committee's Dallas office told the state that 2 Syrian families, a total of 6 people, including children, have plans to come to Texas and join other relatives who are already here. That prompted the state to threaten legal action, and late this afternoon the state filed suit trying to stop the families from resettling in Dallas.
I think the biggest part of it is to really understand that refugees are really the most vulnerable of the most vulnerable.
As of Wednesday afternoon, Donna Duvin, executive director of the International Rescue Committee's Dallas office, hoped Governor Greg Abbott would meet with the committee and federal officials to go over the vetting of Syrian refugees before resettlement.
We're hoping that the depth of information that the governor receives will persuade him to understand that the vetting is rigorous and that it's very complete.
The International Rescue Committee says it has resettled 8 Syrian refugees in North Texas so far. 6 more have plans to arrive this week to join family members. Since the Paris attacks, Governor Abbott has raised security concerns about Syrian refugees, and on November 25th, the state sent a letter to the International Rescue Committee's Dallas office threatening legal action. Late Wednesday, the state did file a lawsuit naming the International Rescue Committee, the federal government, and the Department of State among the plaintiffs, suing for a temporary restraining order to stop the placement of Syrian refugees in Texas until December 9th. The date that the state is asking for a hearing in federal court. The Obama administration has already said states may not block refugee resettlements on the basis of religion or country of origin, citing the Refugee Act of 1980. Texas counters, saying the same piece of legislation also requires the federal government consult with states.
I think, this is an opportunity for us to continue to educate the community and educate the state officials on the importance of the program.
The International Rescue Committee said it anticipated being able to support its resettlement programs, even while the state objects.
I think we have a community that has shown through its outpouring of support that it's prepared to open up its doors and be quite generous in supporting people who have come into Texas and other areas of the country.
In response to this lawsuit, the IRC late tonight said it acts within the spirit and letter of the law and, quote, "We are hopeful this matter is resolved soon." Meanwhile, the Syrian American Council based in Washington, D.C. tells me it sent an invitation to Governor Abbott asking him to meet with a local refugee family from Syria. As of this evening, that organization has not yet heard back. It's also sent invitations, it said, to governors in other states requesting similar bans on Syrian refugees. Heather?
All right, so going back then to the rescue committee, are they in a position at all to, I guess, reconsider their plans, considering there is so much pushback?
Well, this committee has maintained that it would follow through with its agreement with the federal government. The resettlement agency says the assignments come from the committee's national office, which gets referrals from federal officials. There's usually about 2 weeks notice locally, basically an email that says, we have a family heading your way, here's when they arrive. Often a family is sent to a city where they may already have relatives or some kind of connection to help them settle in. The International Rescue Committee says it does not actively seek out certain nationalities or groups, but it has been communicating with state officials to say it would continue to resettle refugees referred to them regardless of where they come from or, of course, the threat of a lawsuit. Back to you, Heather.
All right, Deanna, thank you.